Thank you for choosing Starbucks. This is Ash. How are you doing this morning?
Doing okay. May I have a venti white chocolate mocha with no whip?
Yeah, that's hot, correct?
Yes, hot. Okay. It is Christmas Eve. It's early in the morning and I'm on my way headed to get an oil change for my home sweet home, my van. I am temporarily staying in a seasonal sticks and bricks until spring, but I am going to be moving back into my van permanently again when spring comes, so I've got to keep my baby up. Got to make sure she's got her oil change and, you know, all the regular maintenance and stuff that needs to be done. So I'm not working today, so I decided this is a good day to go and get my car checked out, my van checked out. And yeah, I'm also thinking, you know, about, since I have this time where I am in a sticks and bricks over the winter, I'm thinking about ways that I can improve my van. I want to make my van pandemic proof. I want to make it more self-contained. So I've been thinking about ways to do that. I've really been thinking about that lately. And there's a lot of changes that are going to occur. I'm going to try to get some work done and some upgrades to the van during this time, since I've moved out all of my my stuff out of the van, as far as you know, the stuff that I was using to, you know, my bed and all that type of stuff. I moved it out of the van and I did a deep cleaning of it, and I'm going to reorganize my space, and I'm going to probably put in some more permanent fixtures, because my van life has been pretty much a no-build build up until now, and I haven't had too much permanent stuff in there. But I think I'm going to start putting permanent fixtures in there, because I kind of know what I want now as far as my living space. I've been doing the van life for long enough where I know my needs, and, you know, I know how I use the space. And so yeah, so I'm thinking about doing that. And I've been talking to some van conversion companies in order to I don't know what I just went over, but I've been talking to some van conversion companies because some of it I can do myself, but there's some things that I need done that I don't feel comfortable doing. So I've been getting some pricing, and van conversions are a fairly new thing here in Alaska. There have been a few companies that have sprung up because of, you know, the van life sort of trend a few years. So I'm kind of searching right now to decide which one to go with. And I'm also just looking at some handymen, you know, just some basic people who've got skills, you know, to see if they can help me with some things that I do want to get upgraded. So we shall see. So I'm in the parking lot and I'm transferring my mocha to my stainless steel mug. Because of the pandemic, they no longer will refill directly from your mug. You know, I prefer to save a tree and have them, you know, put my coffee directly in the mug, but they won't do that because of the pandemic. So since I sip my coffee and, you know, take a long time sipping it, I prefer to have it in my reusable mug because it stays warm for a very long time. And yeah, and if I don't know how many people pay attention, but you may have seen various stainless steel mugs throughout the videos over these last, what, year and a half, 2 years. I have an obsession with mugs. I keep getting new ones, and then I have to, you know, do something with the old ones. I am trying to be a minimalist, but when it comes to mugs, I just have this weird obsession. I'm not as bad as I used to be, but this, I think, is my favorite mug. It's a Yeti mug with the little handle. I love it, and I think I'm finally satiated with my mug buying. I think that this is my absolute all-time favorite. I think this is the end of me buying new mugs. Yes, that last word she said before she bought more, but yeah. So I was the only one in the waiting room for a majority of the time when I was waiting for my oil change, which was great. The place was clean, they got me in and out, and I don't think I was around too many people for too long. This winter, I've been noticing more van dwellers than I've seen in a while. Like, they stand out in the winter. It's kind of interesting. Looks like there's been some sort of accident. I'm on my way back, though, and I'm not in a rush, so got my coffee that I can finally drink. And while I'm waiting, because it's going to be we're just creeping along, my car went through got its oil change, and it went through its, I forget how many points they do, but there's so many points of inspection they give you, with your oil change. And again, the car passed with flying colors, no problems whatsoever. With the clean bill of inspection out of the way, I'm thinking about the types of modifications that I want to make to my van. And one of them is kind of expensive. I'm thinking of adding dry heat, like a diesel or, actually a gasoline heater. I'm thinking about getting a Webasto heater and getting that installed and getting it connected to my gas tank. And that's going to be a few $1,000s if I do that. So I wanted to make sure my van was in great shape before I do that. The other thing that I'm going to do is increase my water capacity. I have to figure out a different water storage method as well. I'm doing a pickup for Postmates, and I'm just trying to keep my profile active and get used to it. But yeah, just trying to, I don't need the money right now, but I want to make sure I'm making the money before I need the money. I think my job is stable, but I want to be sure that I'm prepared. So I'm keeping my Postmates profile active. And Postmates recently got bought out by Uber Eats. So, that's going to change soon. The reason why I'm muffled is because I have my mask on, because I'm about to talk to the guy in the drive-thru window.